So as I already said in the intro, I'm going to be using CJ Dropshipping to fulfill all of my orders. But what I need to do first is find a winning product that I believe is going to sell well. So what I like to do first is start off on the homepage, and then I scroll down just like this. And as you can see right here, they've got various different warehouses that you're going to be able to ship your orders from. So because I'm from the UK and I'm going to be primarily sending orders to customers within the UK, I'm going to look for the Britain warehouse. So right here, as you can see, the Britain warehouse. So I'm just going to click on that. All right, guys, so I found this product right here, which is a portable hammock. So there's a few things that I like to look out for before I decide on building an entire Shopify store around a particular product. So as we can see, they've got one shipping method that's going to take 3 to 7 days for the customer to receive it. So that's not bad at all. That's quite decent actually, because other dropshippers are only able to offer 14-day delivery, maybe 21-day delivery. So maximum 7-day delivery is not bad. And of course, I like to look out for the price to see whether or not I'm going to be able to be competitive with a lot of the other competition that's also selling a similar product. And the way that I like to check that is by using Google, specifically Google Shopping, because as I already said at the beginning of this video, I'm going to be using Google Shopping ads when it comes to driving traffic to my store. So I like to see all of the other sellers that are also using Google Shopping ads, double check whether or not their prices are going to be similar to what I'm probably going to charge. And if it is, that's when I now know that I'm going to be able to build a store around the product, sign up for Google Shopping ads, and start driving traffic to my store. And as you guys can see right here, I've typed in hammock, and this section right here is Google Shopping. So all of these different companies have paid for their products to be showcased at the top of Google. And we can see that a lot of these companies are charging £39, £159. Obviously, there are different types of hammocks, but £39 for a similar hammock to what we can find on CJ. One of the last things that I like to double check is Google Trends. And if you've never heard of Google Trends before, essentially it shows you the search data for people that are specifically looking for a specific keyword. And it allows you to gauge whether or not there's any interest at a specific point in time. So for example, I've typed in hammock. I've set the country to United Kingdom. I've set the date range to the past 5 years. And the reason why I've set it to the past 5 years, by the way, is so that I can see if there's any trends at specific points of the year over the past 5 years. And as we can see from this graph right here, around specific points of the year, we can see that around April, May, again in 2019, April, May, June, again, March, April, May, June. We can see that there's these peaks that are happening at the same time every single year, which means that people are interested in buying hammocks around this time of the year. So if I was to build a store around hammocks right now, I'll be able to run up the store for the next few months. But of course, I'm only going to be showing you the next 2 weeks worth of sales and show you how much money I was able to make. All right, so I'm going to start building out my Shopify store right now, and I'm going to enter in my email right here. And if you're following along with what I'm doing and you also want to build your Shopify store, then you can use the link in my description down below for a 14-day trial, because that's what I'm using. I'm using a 14-day trial just so that I can get my store designed and everything set up. All right, guys, so I've just signed up and I'm on the page where you can now design your store and make it look like how you want it to look. So as you guys can see, I've already uploaded the theme right there and I've added it to the back end of this store. And if you guys have any customized theme that you want to add to your store, you can just click on add theme just there and then you can upload it. So I've already done that, and now I'm going to start customizing the theme and I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like once I'm done. So I should be back within the next 30 minutes or so. Alright guys, so it's been around 45 minutes. I'm back now. I've fully designed the store. So I'm just going to quickly run through it just so that you guys have an idea of how I like to structure my stores. As you can see, I've got a header at the top right here. I may change this later on, but it just says use coupon hammock10 for 10% off. The store name is called Hammocks and Chill. So that's the name of the company. That's the name of the brand. If we just scroll down a little bit more, we can see I've got this picture right here. It says, are you ready for summer? I've got a little information about the company, and I've already added the product. So here's the product right here with all of the different images. Depending on how successful this particular hammock is, I may add other hammocks to this store, but for now it's just a one product store with this one design. And I've got 2 different types of hammocks that they can choose from, a larger one or the standard size. So now that I've got my store set up and everything's ready to go, I'm going to sign up for Google Ads. Now when it comes to signing up for Google Ads, it's not a straightforward process. There's a little bit that goes into it because not everyone gets approved, and that's because I know exactly what to do and what not to do. And one of the main things that Google's going to be looking out for when you try to apply for a Google ad account is to make sure that you've put all the relevant information that the customer needs on your website. So for example, the shipping information, refund policy, contact us information, terms of service, and privacy policy. You need to make sure that all of these pages are done correctly, and you can't just use the template from Shopify's website. You need to go in there and change any details that you need to change, because Google's going to scan through everything. But as I said, there's so much more that goes into it. So I'm going to finalize everything on my Shopify store. I'm going to make sure that everything is done perfect. I've already been approved for Shopify payments. I've given them my ID and all of my information. Everything's everything's good to go. So what I'm going to do now is apply for the Google Ad account, the Merchant Center, and I'm going to get all of this set up. And hopefully I'll be back with you guys tomorrow or maybe in the next few hours or so, but we'll see how it goes. But either way, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so I'm back and it's been about 2 days. Everything is good to go. Everything's been approved, the Google Ads account and everything. And I'm on the page where I need to set up my first campaign, but I'm not gonna go too much into detail because I've already made another video breaking down everything you need to know about Google Ads. But I'm gonna quickly go through it for anyone out there that doesn't know how Google Ads work and they wanna get a rough idea. So once you're on this page, you're gonna have various different options. You can either do sales, leads, website traffic, product and brand consideration, etc, etc. But of course, I'm trying to get sales, so I'm gonna click on the sales one. And then from there, you can now select search campaign, performance max. This is new, so I've never used this before. Display ad or shopping. So I'm going to do a shopping ad campaign. And then once you're on this page, you can now select your bidding and budget strategy. So from here, you can either select manual cost per click, maximize clicks, or target ROAS. So I'm just going to leave it at maximize clicks. And then you're going to select your daily budget. Now, when it comes to setting up your first Google shopping ad campaign, I always like to do around £2 to start off with. And then depending on how things go over the next few weeks, over the next few days, in terms of the sales that I'm getting, I'll increase it bit by bit, but you always want to start off with a low amount first. I'm going to leave the ad group name as ad group 1, and then I'm going to click on create campaign. And that's basically the process of setting up your first Google shopping ad. Now, to be very honest with you guys, I'm not necessarily going to optimize it over the next week or 2 weeks. I'm just going to leave it, see how it performs, and then in 2 weeks time, I'm going to come back and show you the results. So if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to press the like button, don't forget to subscribe. So I'm going to be back in around a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so I'm back and it's been around 20 or 21 days. I started this particular campaign around the end of February. It took a couple of days for the campaign to get optimized. And from the 1st of March, that's when the campaign started. So I'm going to show you the results from the 1st of March to the 20th of March, 2022. And we can see that the conversion rate was around 2.13%. So I don't really like that conversion rate. I normally like to aim for around 4%, 5% minimum. And as you guys can see over here, I was getting around 26 clicks per day. Some days I was getting around 37 clicks, but on average it was around 20 to 30 clicks per day, which is not too bad. So in terms of how much money I was able to actually generate through my Shopify store in comparison to how much I spent on Google Ads, I'm just going to show you right now. I've got my Shopify store set up. I'm going to put the screen record right there. So as we can see, I was able to get around 1,200 different visitors to my site, and I was able to generate around £565 in sales from this particular Shopify store. So those were the results, guys. I'm going to show you the results in terms of the profits that I was able to make right now. I've got the breakdown right in front of me. So let me just calculate everything and I'll be back in a minute. All right, so the revenue that I generated was £565. Product cost was £340. Domain was around £11. Shopify fees was around £10. I haven't double checked this, but it's roughly around £10. Google Ads was around £163, which means that my total cost was around £524, which leaves me with a profit of £41. Now, when we break it down like this, the results are not necessarily amazing, but again, I wasn't really focusing on what I needed to in terms of optimizing the ad during those 20 days. Because for example, I didn't really optimize in terms of my negative keywords. I didn't really adjust my budget the way that I should have. But if I did focus on this story a little bit more, I would have been able to reduce my ad spend in terms of what I spent on Google Ads. Now, if you want me to make another video like this, where I do another challenge, where I maybe use TikTok ads or Instagram ads or Facebook ads, put in the comments down below, do the TikTok video or do the Instagram video or do the Facebook video, and I'll make that video ASAP. The more people comment down below, the more I'll be willing to make that video. And if you want to enroll into my program, Project Shopify, where I show you step by step everything you need to know about getting started on Shopify, building your store step by step, getting approved for Google Ads, and everything you need to know in between, then click the first link in my description down below. And if you want to watch that video that I mentioned earlier, where I show you what you need to know when it comes to signing up for CJ Dropshipping and connecting it to your Shopify account, you can watch that by clicking the link right there. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.